Hello, welcome back to Daily English Talk.
Hi everyone, we're so happy you're here with us today.
I'm Erica.
And I'm Nick. On this channel, we help you practice real everyday English.
Today, we have a very special topic. We are going to learn how to improve your English speaking fluency. This is probably what many of you want most.
Please remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more English practice. It really helps us.
Let's get started.
So Erica, you teach English to students. What's the most common question they ask you?
Without a doubt, it's how can I become fluent in English? Or how can I speak more naturally?
That makes sense. Speaking fluently is what most learners want to achieve.
Absolutely. But first, let's talk about what fluency actually means. Many people misunderstand this word.
Good point. What does fluency mean?
Fluency means being able to speak smoothly and easily without too many pauses or hesitations. It doesn't mean speaking perfectly without any mistakes.
So you can be fluent and still make grammar mistakes?
Exactly. Fluency is about flow and communication, not perfection. Native speakers make mistakes too.
That's reassuring for learners. The goal is to communicate effectively, not to be perfect.
Right. Now, let's discuss why speaking fluently is challenging. Why do people struggle with speaking English?
I think fear is a big reason. People are afraid of making mistakes or sounding foolish.
Yes, fear of judgment stops many people from practicing. But making mistakes is how you learn.
Another reason is lack of practice. Many learners study grammar and vocabulary, but don't actually speak.
That's like learning to swim by reading books. You have to get in the water to learn how to swim.
Good analogy. What else makes speaking difficult?
Thinking in your native language and translating to English. This creates pauses and unnatural sentences.
And limited vocabulary. If you don't know the words, you can't express your ideas.
Also, not enough exposure to natural English. If you only study from textbooks, you won't sound natural.
Those are all common challenges, but there are solutions. Let's discuss practical strategies for improving fluency.
Great idea. Strategy number 1. Practice speaking every single day, even if just for 10 minutes.
Consistency is more important than duration. 10 minutes daily is better than 1 hour once a week.
Exactly. Your brain needs regular exposure to build speaking skills.
What if someone doesn't have anyone to practice with?
You can practice alone. Talk to yourself in English. Describe what you're doing, what you see, or what you're thinking.
For example, while making coffee, you can say out loud, "I'm boiling water. Now I'm putting coffee grounds in the filter. The coffee smells wonderful."
Perfect example. It might feel strange at first, but it's very effective.
Strategy number 2. Think in English instead of translating from your native language.
This is crucial. How can people develop the skill?
Start simple. When you see an object, think of the English word immediately. Don't translate.
When you have a thought, try to form it directly in English, even if it's simple.
Over time, this becomes automatic. Your brain learns to operate in English mode.
Strategy number 3. Expand your vocabulary actively. Learn new words and phrases every day.
But don't just memorize lists. Learn words in context and use them in sentences.
For example, instead of just learning the word exhausted, create a sentence. I was exhausted after working 12 hours.
And focus on common, useful words before rare, fancy words. You need everyday vocabulary first.
Strategy number 4. Listen to native speakers as much as possible.
Listening and speaking are connected. The more you listen, the better you'll speak.
What should people listen to?
Podcasts, YouTube videos, TV shows, movies, audiobooks, anything with natural English conversation.
And try to imitate what you hear. Copy the pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm.
This is called shadowing. You listen to a sentence and immediately repeat it, trying to match the speaker exactly.
Shadowing is one of the most effective techniques for improving pronunciation and fluency.
Strategy number 5. Record yourself speaking and listen back.
This can be uncomfortable, but it's so valuable.
Why is it helpful?
When you record yourself, you can hear your mistakes, your pronunciation problems, and your hesitations.
You become your own teacher. You can identify what needs improvement.
And you can track your progress. Record yourself monthly and compare. You'll be amazed at your improvement.
Strategy number 6. Learn common phrases and expressions, not just individual words.
English speakers use a lot of fixed phrases. Learning these makes you sound more natural.
Can you give examples?
Sure. Instead of saying, "I agree with your opinion," native speakers say, "I agree with you," or simply, "I agree."
Instead of, "I don't have knowledge about that," we say, "I don't know," or "I have no idea."
Instead of, "It's not a problem," we say, "No problem," or "No worries." These are the phrases that make you sound fluent and natural.
Strategy number 7. Find a conversation partner or language exchange partner.
Speaking with another person is the best practice. It's real communication.
Where can people find conversation partners?
There are many online platforms like italki, Tandem, HelloTalk, or language exchange websites.
You can also join local language meetup groups or online conversation clubs.
If you can afford it, hire a tutor for regular conversation practice.
The key is regular interaction with other speakers.
Strategy number 8. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Embrace them.
This is so important. Mistakes are proof that you're trying and learning.
Native speakers won't judge you for mistakes. They'll usually understand what you mean.
And if someone corrects you, say thank you and learn from it. Corrections are gifts.
The more mistakes you make, the faster you learn. So speak boldly.
Strategy number 9. Focus on communication, not grammar perfection.
What do you mean by this?
When speaking, your priority is to convey your message. Don't stop mid-sentence to think about grammar rules.
Grammar is important for studying, but when speaking, focus on getting your idea across.
You can study grammar separately, but during conversation, let it flow. Your brain will apply grammar naturally with practice.
Strategy number 10. Immerse yourself in English as much as possible.
Immersion means surrounding yourself with the language constantly.
How can someone immerse themselves if they don't live in an English-speaking country?
Change your phone language to English. Change your computer and social media to English.
Watch English content on TV. Listen to English music. Read English books or articles.
Follow English speakers on social media. Join English online communities.
Basically, make English a part of your daily life, not just something you study for 1 hour.
The more you're exposed to English, the more natural it becomes.
Now, let's discuss specific techniques for improving fluency during conversation.
Good idea. Technique 1. Use filler phrases to buy thinking time.
Filler phrases are words or expressions you use while you're thinking of what to say next.
Instead of long, silent pauses, use phrases like, "Let me think." "Well, or actually.
For example, what did I do yesterday? Well, let me think. I went to the gym, and then
These phrases keep the conversation flowing while you organize your thoughts.
Technique 2. Learn to paraphrase when you don't know a word.
Paraphrasing means explaining the same idea using different words.
For example, if you can't remember the word refrigerator, you can say, the machine that keeps food cold.
If you forget exhausted, you can say very, very tired.
This skill helps you continue speaking even when you have vocabulary gaps.
Technique 3. Ask for clarification when you don't understand.
Don't pretend to understand. It's okay to say, sorry, I didn't catch that. Or, could you repeat that, please?
Or, what does that word mean? Or, can you explain that another way?
Asking questions shows you're engaged and want to understand.
Technique 4. Use simple sentence structures when you're unsure.
Don't try to use complicated grammar if you're not confident. Simple sentences are fine.
Instead of trying to say, had I known about the meeting earlier, I would have prepared better. Just say, I didn't know about the meeting early, so I didn't prepare well.
Both convey the same message. The simple version is clearer and safer.
As you gain confidence, you can add more complex structures.
Now, let's talk about pronunciation. Pronunciation affects fluency.
Right. If people can't understand your pronunciation, communication breaks down.
What's the most important aspect of pronunciation?
I think clarity is most important. You don't need to sound exactly like a native speaker, but you need to be understood.
Focus on pronouncing individual sounds correctly, especially sounds that don't exist in your native language.
Also, pay attention to word stress. Words have stressed syllables. For example, important is pronounced important, not impertant.
And sentence stress and intonation. We stress certain words in sentences to convey meaning.
For example, I didn't say she stole the money can have different meanings depending on which word you stress.
How can people improve their pronunciation?
Listen carefully to native speakers and imitate them. Use pronunciation apps or YouTube tutorials.
Record yourself and compare your pronunciation to native speakers.
And don't be embarrassed to exaggerate mouth movements. This helps you form sounds correctly.
Now let's discuss building confidence, because confidence and fluency are connected.
Absolutely. The more confident you feel, the more fluently you speak.
How can people build confidence in speaking English?
Start with low-pressure situations. Practice with friends, family, or language partners who are supportive.
Celebrate small victories. Every successful conversation is progress.
Set realistic goals. Don't expect to sound like a native speaker in 6 months.
Remind yourself why you're learning English. Your motivation will sustain you through difficult moments.
And remember that everyone learning a language goes through the same struggles. You're not alone.
Now, let's address some common mistakes that hurt fluency.
Mistake number 1, translating word for word from your native language.
This creates unnatural English because every language has its own structure and idioms.
Mistake number 2, trying to sound too formal or academic in casual conversation.
Textbook English is different from conversational English. Learn the difference.
Mistake number 3, stopping to correct yourself every time you make a mistake.
This breaks your flow. Make the mistake, continue speaking, and learn from it later.
Mistake number 4, only studying and never practicing speaking.
Knowledge without practice doesn't create fluency. You must speak.
Mistake number 5, comparing yourself to others.
Everyone learns at their own pace. Focus on your own progress, not others' achievements.
Those are common pitfalls to avoid. Now let's discuss resources for improving fluency.
There are so many great resources available, many of them free.
For listening practice, try podcasts like 6-Minute English from BBC or English Learning for Curious Minds.
For speaking practice, apps like Elsa Speak help with pronunciation. Platforms like italki connect you with tutors.
YouTube has countless channels dedicated to English learning, including ours, of course.
Language exchange apps like Tandem or HelloTalk connect you with native speakers.
And don't forget traditional resources like books, movies, and TV series with English subtitles.
The key is using these resources consistently, not just collecting them.
You know, Nick, we've shared so much valuable information. Should we review the important vocabulary?
Yes, let's help everyone remember the key words about improving English fluency.
Okay. First, fluency means the ability to speak smoothly and easily without many pauses or hesitations.
Pronunciation is the way words are spoken, including the sounds and stress patterns.
Vocabulary refers to the words you know and can use in a language.
Grammar is the system of rules that govern how words and sentences are formed.
To practice means to do something repeatedly to improve your skill.
Consistency means doing something regularly over time without stopping.
Native speaker is a person who learned a language as their first language from birth.
To hesitate means to pause before saying or doing something because you're uncertain.
Intonation is the rise and fall of your voice when speaking.
Stress in pronunciation means emphasizing a particular syllable or word.
To imitate or mimic means to copy someone's speech, pronunciation, or manner of speaking.
Shadowing is a technique where you listen to speech and immediately repeat it, trying to match it exactly.
A conversation partner is someone you practice speaking with regularly.
Immersion means surrounding yourself with a language constantly.
To paraphrase means to express the same idea using different words.
Confidence is the belief in your ability to do something successfully.
Exposure means contact with or experience of something, in this case, the English language.
A mistake or error is something incorrect that happens when learning or speaking.
Progress means gradual improvement or advancement toward a goal.
To communicate means to share or exchange information, ideas, or feelings with others.
Those are all essential words for discussing English learning and fluency.
Understanding these terms will help you talk about your language learning journey.
Absolutely. Now let's review everything we discussed today.
We started by defining fluency and explaining that it means speaking smoothly, not perfectly.
We discussed why speaking English is challenging: fear, lack of practice, translating from native language, and limited vocabulary.
We shared 10 powerful strategies for improving fluency: daily practice, thinking in English, expanding vocabulary, listening to natives, recording yourself, learning phrases, finding conversation partners, embracing mistakes, focusing on communication, and immersing yourself in English.
We covered specific conversation techniques, using filler phrases, paraphrasing unknown words, asking for clarification, and using simple structures.
We discussed pronunciation, and its importance for being understood clearly.
We talked about building confidence through low-pressure practice and realistic goals.
We identified common mistakes, translating word for word, sounding too formal, self-correcting constantly, only studying without speaking, and comparing yourself to others.
We recommended helpful resources like podcasts, apps, YouTube channels, and language exchange platforms.
And finally, we reviewed all the important vocabulary related to learning and fluency.
That was comprehensive. Our viewers should have a clear roadmap for improving their speaking fluency.
I hope so. Remember, improvement takes time. Be patient with yourself.
And now it's time for our favorite part.
Yes, the question of the day. Everyone ready?
Today's question is, what is your biggest challenge with speaking English, and what will you do starting today to overcome it?
This is a practical question. We want to know your specific challenge and your action plan.
Be honest about what's holding you back. Is it fear? Lack of vocabulary? No one to practice with?
And then commit to one concrete action you'll take immediately.
For example, if you're too shy to speak, your action might be, I will talk to myself in English for 10 minutes every morning while getting ready.
If your challenge is limited vocabulary, you might say, I will learn 5 new words every day and use them in sentences.
If you have no conversation partner, you might commit to, I will download a language exchange app this week and have at least one conversation.
The important thing is taking action, not just thinking about improving.
So viewers, we want to hear from you. What's your biggest speaking challenge? Fear of making mistakes? Not enough vocabulary? Difficulty thinking in English? Bad pronunciation?
And what will you do about it? What's your first step?
Please share your answer in the comments below. We read every single comment. You can write something like, my biggest challenge is that I'm afraid people will laugh at my mistakes. Starting today, I will join an online English conversation group where everyone is learning, so I feel more comfortable.
Or, my biggest challenge is that I don't know enough words to express my ideas. I will start reading English articles every day and writing down new words.
Sharing your challenge and commitment publicly helps you stay accountable.
And you might inspire others or get helpful advice from fellow learners in the comments.
So please tell us, what's your biggest speaking challenge and what will you do about it starting today?
All right, let's conclude today's special lesson. We learned how to improve English speaking fluency.
We shared practical strategies, specific techniques, and helpful resources.
We hope you feel motivated and equipped to take your English speaking to the next level.
Remember, fluency is a journey, not a destination. Every day you practice, you improve.
Don't wait for perfection. Start speaking now, make mistakes, learn, and keep going.
Thank you so much for watching this important lesson. We truly appreciate you being here.
If this lesson helped you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with friends who are learning English.
And don't forget to subscribe to Daily English Talk and turn on notifications. We're here to support your English learning journey.
We create new lessons every week to help you speak English naturally, confidently, and fluently.
So from both of us,
Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep speaking.
goodbye everyone.
Bye. See you next time.